Hi, I'm Sophie, and welcome to my world. Today may possibly be the most exciting day in my world because standing right next to me in the studio with me is Twinkie Chan.
Hi.
This is like so, okay, so this is the most exciting, this is the most color I think that we've seen on our set in a long time. So, okay, give you a little background history. So you guys all know that I have a party business, or most of you know that I have a party business, and we're always looking for different people for different jobs. And believe it or not, across my desk came this fabulous resume from this young woman, and I'm like, oh well, she's been to Stanford, she's this, and we're going through, and then it says at the bottom, and I'm also my YouTube channel, Twinkie Chan, and we're like, Twinkie Chan, what's that? So we go and we click. And here's this unbelievable array of stuff. And I was just like, I'm like clicking through. I'm like, oh my gosh, there's a hot dog. It's a corn dog, but it's a pen. And then I'm like, oh my gosh, there's bacon and eggs, and it's a scarf. Okay, so literally my voice went up like 7 octaves when I looked at your resume and I looked at your website, and I was just like, ah! Then we realized that she's literally, maybe 20 miles from us, right?
Maybe less.
Yeah, so she's like a stone's throw away. And I was like, not only do we have to look at her to bring her in for a job interview, but we have to have her on camera with us. So I'm so excited to have you
I'm
here.
excited too.
You
Thank
have
you.
no idea. Okay, so tell us about that. First and foremost, how did you come up with the name Twinkie Chan? Because I think that's the best thing in the whole wide world.
Well, clearly I love working with food themes. So I wanted a name that was kind of cute and funny and sweet. And Chan is actually my mother's maiden name. So it's like a nod to my mom and her family. So it's like a family
Always
name.
good to give the family nod.
Yeah. So just kind of wanted something light and fun.
And how did you settle on Twinkie, though? Where did that come from?
It's just sort of a weird brainstorming session. I don't know. It's just sort of a weird creative flow that occurred, and it had a nice ring to it.
Well, I have to let you know, and our audience will now know this too, but my sister, we have called her Winky, like as in Harry Potter's Winky, but we called her Winky since she was like 2 years old. So when you said your name was Twinkie, I was like, holy Toledo, it's like wee-oo, it's like total alarmed. Yeah, it's a Winky and Twinkie show. So we'll have to get you to meet my sister. But anyway, so tell me how you got started in doing crochet. Because first and foremost, I have to tell you that I love crafting. I mean, that's one of the things that I love to do. But I am hopeless with yarn other than like tying it into knots. I mean, really, truthfully, sewing is not my thing. So when I see something like this, I'm just like, how do you even begin? Like, how does anybody begin to make a TV dinner out of yarn? So how did that start?
Well, I mean, nowadays you guys have a kabillion YouTube videos to help you learn like basically any craft on the planet.
Except for me. I've tried. Can't do it.
But back in my day, it was my best friend's grandma who taught us how. So I think that having someone with you and encouraging you and showing you, giving you that personal attention would maybe help. We could maybe do that at some point. So that's...
Well, hopefully what Twinkie and I will do is Twinkie is going to hopefully teach me how to crochet. Now, this kind of stuff takes a lot of time though, right?
It does.
And you've come up with all of these patterns yourself, right?
Right.
And the whole notion of mixing yarn and food, which I think is absolutely brilliant, is one that you stumbled upon just because you love food and you love crocheting, or how did that work?
Well, I really started when I moved to San Francisco, and people who don't live in California are like, it's not cold, but I thought it was cold. It's cold, okay. So I wanted a cute scarf, and I couldn't find ones in the stores that I liked. So I decided to try making my own. I wanted something that I couldn't find anywhere. I wanted something really unique, and I have always really loved sort of vintage food toys and sort of food advertisements from the 50s and 60s. So
yeah, there's that 50s feel.
Smushed all those things that I liked together for like a super kitsch, amazing scarf. So it really started.
Okay, so can I show my
favorite?
Yeah. Okay, so this is the first thing that I saw. And first, let's tell them, what is your website?
It's twinkiechan.com.
Which is TwinkiecChan.
Yep.
And you got to go because her stuff is unbelievable. And we can buy this stuff, correct?
Correct. I have an Etsy shop, so if you know how to search for sellers on Etsy, it's Twinkie Chan or just twinkiechan.etsy.com.
Can they get to that through your website? Or?
Yeah, that's why it's just easier to remember twinkiechan.com. You can get to my Etsy shop, my YouTube channel, and my blog, and all those things.
And now if you search, like if you just put in Google, like say they forget
Yeah.
that it's twinkiechan.com, can they search Google Twinkie and do you come up? Do you know?
For just Twinkie, I think you need the Twinkie Chan or
Okay.
maybe like Twinkie cupcake scarf.
So remember that,
something like that.
twinkiechan.com. Okay, because you got to check this out because we're going to do a little show and tell here because I keep going, oh my God, look at this and look at this and look at this. So we're going to do a little show and tell. So this is the first thing that I saw, which is, I don't know if you can tell what that is, but that is bacon and eggs and it's a scarf, which I'm like, all over that stuff, which is so cool. And like this one, these are waffles.
It's pancakes.
Pancakes. Oh, sorry. Waffles are over there. Pancakes, of course. No, pancake. Duh. You can tell I eat a lot of breakfast food. But that's the pancakes, which I think are so cool. Look at those pancakes. They actually shimmer. That's the maple syrup. And the butter pat is perfect. So can I show my personal favorite?
Sure.
Okay, so this one is my personal favorite. And this is an iPad cover, and the iPad slips out here. There you go. You can see the iPad. But it's a TV dinner. I mean, and what's crazy about this is like the mashed potatoes and the peas. And then I remember, this is terrible. I'm going to really date myself. But I remember as a kid, it was a big thing to have TV dinner night. Like TV dinner night was like big time. It was like so exciting when you had TV dinner night. And my favorite was Salisbury steak.
It's a classic.
And Salisbury steak with mashed potatoes. And I think actually, I want to say it was like carrots and peas. You know what I mean? But it was like very similar to this. And so this like takes me back. So I think that is just absolutely brilliant. And the corn dog, which I mentioned before, this is a pen. This is a pen. And okay, I have to point out over there, which are like the little radishes. There's radishes and
Like a little
carrots and stuff. And look at their little personality. They've got these little eyes. And that's a beautiful scarf. That's like one of those, what did you call it? Like a lasso scarf?
Lariat scarf?
Lariat scarf. Yeah, like a lariat scarf. And then these are actually pencil cases, right?
Yeah.
And look at this taco. Is this the coolest thing ever? I mean, it makes me, I'm kind of getting hungry.
Taco night.
Yeah, it's kind of, yeah, remember taco night with the hard taco shells?
Yes, those are my favorite. I like them.
I grew up on the East Coast and, that was tacos, and then I moved to the West Coast and found out what tacos really were and I was like, ooh, I guess I wasn't eating very well as a child. But so this is a fabulous, amazing pencil case, and look at that. I love the details on your work. I really do. And here's the thing, she has a YouTube channel that'll teach you how to do these kinds of things. Like she teaches you how to crochet, and I'm hoping that the two of us will be able to spend a little bit of time. She's going to try to teach me actually how to crochet. Maybe not stuff like this, but maybe I'll be able to make like a cozy. What are these? Like one of these into a cozy, right?
Like a little coaster.
Yeah, a coaster, or maybe I'll be able to make a cap for my finger or something, like a little finger puppet. I'll make a finger puppet. But she's going to hopefully be able to teach me the basics. I figure if Twinkie can teach me, then anybody can learn. So I'm really looking forward to that. But that being said, all of this sort of stuff is in your book, right? Is that right?
A lot of it is in my book. This is my second book, and it focuses more on stuff for your home. So like the corn dog pen cozy is in the book. Both of these projects are in the book. My first book, which is out of print, focused more on wearables. Like,
got it. So more stuff like this.
And the mittens and the scarves and things like that.
But you can find all of these on your Etsy shop and on your website? Yeah, you can see pictures of them?
Yeah.
Okay, so tell me this is unbelievable. This is like, it's like, Sophie, don't drool on the artwork, please. But she brought this out and I was like, so I have to tell you, so Twinkie came into the set and she like brings this little rolly cart and she like opens it up and she just like starts pulling stuff out and we're all like, it was like, it was like we'd all seen mice because we were all like, ah! It was so exciting. So poor sound man is just like, oh my God, just stop talking, Sophie. But anyway, This kind of stuff is just beyond. I just think it's so cute, and it's a purse, right? This
Right.
is, and everything has a functionality, which I think is really cool. Like that little cupcake over there, which is so awesome. That's actually a ring box. Now I can't reach
Should
it.
we
It's
open
like,
it?
if I could just reach the cupcake.
So I've had some friends who were going to get married, and they asked me to make them
Oh, you know
a
what?
cupcake with a ring.
I'm telling
So,
you,
yeah.
if my fiance came to me and brought me a cupcake, and I opened it, and then there was even a candy ring inside there, like a ring pop, I'd still say yes. That's
Me
so
too.
cool. I love that. Well, now I'm like so enamored of everything here, but I guess my first and foremost question that I have to you is, how long does something like this take to do?
Well, it is a pretty time-consuming craft.
Yeah.
But the other thing that's great about it is it's portable, so you can take it wherever you want. Something like this cupcake scarf takes a lot of time. Like, you crochet each piece, you have to sew all the pieces together, and then there's gluing these pom-poms. So something like this could take me 10 to 12 hours of work. I mean, not all at once, but you take breaks.
Right,
So
sure.
it's kind of a time commitment. But once you get familiar with crocheting, something like this can take you like an hour, hour and a half.
Really?
So
That's pretty impressive.
it's still pretty gratifying. You can create something within an hour that's still really cute.
But you said sewing, so there's sewing involved. There's crocheting, and then there's sewing.
I'm a really bad seamstress. Like, I don't really know how to sew.
You don't want to know how
So
bad
just
I am.
putting two things together, it's really basic sewing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Well, I have to just tell you, I'm like so enamored of your work. I'm so enamored of you. I think you're awesome. I am looking so forward to stumbling through with you. I can tell you're patient, and
be
you will
fun.
patiently help me go through this. So I'm going to have Twinkie come back some more, and we are definitely going to work on this project. We're probably going to do something very, very simple. But hey, if you want to stumble along with me, I hope you'll come and join us at sophie-world.com. Come and check out all of Twinkie Chan's stuff. Go to twinkiechan.com, and you can get her book at Amazon, right? Because that's where I got mine. Yes, as soon as I knew she had a book, I was like on Amazon like white on rice, and I was like, send that to me, thank you very much. In fact, I'm going to have her sign it for me right now. So for more fun stuff with Twinkie and me, come check us out, sophie-world.com. I just need to find us a Sharpie.